Hey, everybody. Let's see if we can do this. Going live. Give everybody. So it's March 1st. Today is day 1 of the 7-day challenge, and it's just 12 now. So I'm going to give everybody a minute to get here that is going to get here. And then we'll get started. So if you are here, why don't you let me know in the comments? In the comments. I'm trying to see. In the comments. I'm trying to see. All right, that's okay. In the comments. All righty. So, I can see that one person's here. Oh, there we go. Okay. So, so bear with me. I'm just learning all of this technology out myself. So I can, Marie, I see your comment. Thank you so much. Trying to tune in as you can. Well, thank you so much for being here. If you're not able to be here for the whole time, that's not a problem. This will be available in the group under the media section as well. So again, I'm just going to give people just a few minutes to hop on. I know it's the middle of the workday for some people. It's the morning for some people. It's nighttime and overnight for some people, depending on where in the world you're kind of logging in from. So again, my name's Colleen. Nice to meet everybody. And what's going to be helpful for you to have is you're going to want to have a pen and paper. And also you're going to want to click on the StreamYard link and give it permission for you to show your name. So that way, when you send me a message, I know who's sending me a message and I can address you by your name versus just Facebook user. So that just makes it a little bit easier. So I'm going to be switching back and forth with my screens to follow along with what I have prepared for today. So I will check back and forth for comments and let me know in the comments if I'm going too fast, if I'm going too slow. And I will pause a little way through and I will come back and I will check the comments. So I'm not ignoring you. They are coming up, so I do see them. So I'll do a little bit of talking and then I'll swing back over. So it's 12:03, so I'm going to get started. So welcome everyone. Thank you again for coming for the first day of the 7-day challenge here in my Facebook group, The Introverted Entrepreneur. And I'd like to start off today with just defining what an entrepreneur is. An entrepreneur is an individual who creates a new business, bearing most of the risks. And that I know can be scary for a lot of people, and enjoying most of the rewards. And that's the exciting part for most people, right? All the rewards that come along with it. Entrepreneurship that proves to be successful in taking on the risks of creating a startup is rewarded with profits, sometimes fame, if that's your gig, and continued growth opportunities. The 7 characteristics of an entrepreneur, I found these when I was doing my market research and preparing for this live. I really like these, and you don't need to write them down. I will share them at a later time through a document in the Facebook group. But the 7 characteristics of an entrepreneur is they have vision, they are focused, they start with a plan, they start small, They know their customers well. They build an engaged community, and they have perseverance. I found this to be really dynamic because everything that I've learned, one, about myself being an entrepreneur for the past 16 years, and also everything that I've learned through all of my marketing education and everything, really builds on those 7 characteristics of a foundation. And we're going to be touching upon all 7 of those during this 7-day challenge. So I was actually quite excited when I did a quick search and came up with those. So specifically what I do is I do what's called affiliate marketing. And that is a marketing arrangements by which an online retailer pays you commission to an external website, again, to you as the marketer, for traffic or sales generated from its referrals. And the beautiful part of that is you do not need to create your own product. You don't need to touch products. You don't need to worry about inventory. You don't need to worry about supply and demand. You don't need to worry about returns. Like, you don't need to worry about any of that stuff. You choose your product that you want to promote, and people buy that product under your affiliate link, and you earn money. So it's actually really cool. Not easy, but really cool. Today, we're going to be diving into what a niche is and ways that you can pick a niche. And we're also going to be talking about your target, your avatar, and what an avatar is. Avatar is a personal brand, how I define it. So a niche is the category in which you're going to pick, and it doesn't need to be something that you choose forever. It is good to pick one niche and start in one niche. But the 3 most popular niches are health, wealth, and fitness. But again, this doesn't mean that you have to pick one of those. There are, multiple other niches. There's sub niches. I would just encourage you to pick a niche that you're knowledgeable about and passionate about. And you also don't need to stay in the niche again. So if you choose fitness and that's your primary niche, and then you want to switch to like wealth and finance and all that stuff, you can switch. This is going to be your business that you're building, and changing direction when it's purposeful is okay. However, again, in the beginning of you building your personal brand and the direction and vision that you see for your business, you want to pick one niche, one product, and one platform. And you want to do that until you feel that you've been successful at doing that. In the beginning, it's best to know the flow of your business so that everything you are doing flows towards your current end goal. So your niche, your personal brand, your platform, and your content will be the flow we will be covering in this 7-day challenge. And in your niche, do you plan to promote physical products or digital products or both? So let me circle back to physical products. Now, you might be like, what the heck, Colleen? You just told me that I don't need to have any physical products. What I mean by physical products is a lot of people in the space build an Amazon like store, so to speak, but not really a store. So you can become an affiliate for Amazon. So say, for instance, your niche is in fitness and you have certain fitness equipment that you really like and reasons why you really like it, and they sell it on Amazon. So when you become an Amazon affiliate, you can get your affiliate link, and as you're promoting products to people, you can also be like, well, you know what, if you check out these bands or these weights or this really cool container system, or whatever it is that you want to promote, a protein shake or whichever, though, that's what I mean by physical products. So it's actually a product that you're promoting that somebody's going to purchase. It's going to be physically delivered to their house. That's what I mean by promote physical products. So hopefully that makes sense for everyone. And The biggest benefit to choosing a niche that you have experience and passion for is you know how and why the products solved what you were struggling with or what your problems were, and how they're going to solve other people's problems. So say again, circling back to the fitness niche, say, you found a certain protein shake that, one, tasted good, two, wasn't, so expensive that it was just, not affordable for most people. And three, it didn't really require any like extra expensive things that go into it. Maybe you can throw like a banana into it or some frozen strawberries. So again, you're going to be able to excitedly and passionately talk about that protein drink as I'm having my protein drink right here, because I didn't leave myself time for lunch today. So that's another problem, not yours. So when you talk about that, you can talk about all the health benefits as well as it's delicious. So that's really exciting. So grab your pen and paper. What I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you write down. So write down today's date, March 1st, day 1 of the 7-day challenge here in my Facebook group. And task number 1 is going to be, I want you to write down, what is your niche and why are you choosing that niche? So I want you to take some time after today's call is over, and don't worry, you'll be getting homework as well. I want you to take a moment and think about, what is your reason for wanting to do affiliate marketing, and what is the end goal you see for yourself? And by that, I mean, do you plan to turn this into just some extra money? Do you plan to turn this into a business? Do you not know? And that's okay too. It's okay to not know. I would assume if you want to learn about affiliate marketing, is you want to at least learn how you can make some extra money in the beginning. And that's the beautiful thing for starting something for yourself, is you can build it as you go. So you can start out small. Again, that's one of the 7 characteristics, right? You start out small as an entrepreneur, and you grow and you expand as time goes on. And so the second question I want you to write down is, what is the consequence for inaction? So what is the consequence if you do not take any action past today, past spending this 45 minutes with me today during this live training? What are the consequences for you? Just for you, not for anybody else, just for you. So again, have those 2 written down. I want you to ponder over those tonight, and we're going to talk about those answers tomorrow in tomorrow's Q&A. So hopefully picking a niche makes sense to everyone. Again, you can Google the different niches. You can reach out to the group. You can pose a question. What niche is everyone in? A lot of people, the niche that they're in is how to make money online. So they turn around and they teach people, what they're learning about how to make money online. And that's okay too. Again, that's the beauty of being an entrepreneur, is you pretty much can do whatever the heck you want, whenever you want. And when you get to that point, it's really very, very hard to get there, but very rewarding. So I'd like to take a moment. I'm going to pause. I'm going to switch my screen. I'm going to go back and check and see if anybody posted any questions. Alrighty, so I don't see any questions. I don't see anybody saying like, slow down, you're talking too fast. I try to be very mindful of talking too fast, because I am from Massachusetts, so we do tend to talk fast out here. So I'm going to switch gears, and I'm going to cover the second topic that we're going to be covering today in the first day of our challenge. And that is, we're going to be talking about your client avatar and your personal brand. So ideally, your avatar is going to be you and who you were not too long ago. That is how you're going to convey authenticity to the people that you're reaching out to the people that come into your community, is you're ideally going to be talking to the past versions of yourself. So that's why building your brand based on your experiences and difficulties that you have had from your past is the way to go, because you're building yourself as the front person of your business. And you don't want to be defined by your niche. As some people do, it's in my opinion, you don't want to be defined by your niche. You want to be defined, and you want to be defined by you. This is going to bring people into your community because they will identify with you because of your struggles. And if your struggles are their struggles, your solutions will become their solutions from what you're promoting, from how you're talking, from what you're sharing in, whatever platform you decide to build your business on. You're going to be conveying yourself, and that is always the best place to be starting from and ending from, in my opinion. You want to be you. I have a sign in my office that says, "Be you, everyone else is taken," which is true, right? And the benefit to building a personal brand is that people will come to you because they know, like, and trust you. The KLT, know, like, and trust. Through your personality, through your humor, through your jokes, through the way that you share, your mannerisms, through your hair, through your makeup, through your dress, through your background. This is my little home office, my little before 2020. This was my little reading nook in my bedroom, where if I wanted a little bit of quiet space, I could come up here and, just read a book and, have a drink, have some water, like whatever I wanted to do, and just have a quiet place to read. So during 2020, this became my little home office / reading nook / bedroom. So everything I do typically has this background. You can't see it, you guys on TikTok can't see it, but my little Mickey light, my little Mickey clock is in the background. So that's become part of my personal brand is my background, which is interesting enough. So again, the know, like, and trust, the KLT. KLT is extremely crucial in the online world because there are so many scams out there. And, we've all heard, always protect your private information, always protect your private information, always protect your private information. So when you get to the point where you have built a relationship with the people that are coming into your community, you've, shared with them through video, you've shared with them through written content, you've maybe, I have messenger conversations all the time with people, just not only just talking about business, but talking about, myself, talking about myself as an entrepreneur, talking about myself as an introvert, talking about myself as a single mom. Like, I let people know who I am, and I have built my story over time, and I've shared more and more of my story over time. So, people that are in my community have come to know, like, and trust me. So I'm really very proud of that. And that's why I want to really hit home hard that you want to build know, like, and trust with people. It's not the same in the online world where, for your hairstylist, who you go in their shop, you sit down in their chair and you're chit-chatting with them. They're a live person, right? They're tangible. You can touch them, you can see them, you can speak with them. So you know that when you give them $40 afterwards, that they've done what you've wanted them to do with your hair. Well, it's not like that online, so the more people can see you, the more they can see you through, again, messenger conversations, through video, through direct messaging, through lives that you do. They get a sense that, okay, you know what? This person is a real person. And they'll reach out to you. They'll ask questions. They'll come into your community, and that's what you want. But remember, you are starting an online business and promoting products and services that will require people to pull out their wallet. And that is scary for most. If you're building a business, your ultimate goal, right, is to make money. So, when people want to volunteer their time, that's when they volunteer their time with no payment expected in return, right? When you're building a business, that is for financial gain. There's nothing wrong with that. But you don't want to go into building your business and building your personal brand, viewing every single person that comes across your path with like a big dollar sign on their head, because that is actually going to do the opposite of what you want. That's actually going to keep people away from you. That's not going to build the know, like, and trust. So again, in real life, what is the best way to get to know a new business? After all this time, after the start of the internet and all this stuff, what is the best way for you to find a solution to the problem you're having? You're going to ask people, right? You're going to say, hey, I'm new to the area. I'm looking for a new gym and a new personal trainer. Like, who do you guys recommend? Now, you might be asking for feedback based on like that town or that city's Facebook group that they might have. Again, they're residents of the area. They know you may get 5 different people that, hey, go here. This is the best. This is the best. This is the best. It doesn't mean that anybody's not the best. It just means they're the best for that person. If you came to me and said, hey, who does your hair? I really like it. Your stylist does a good job. Like, who do you go to? Well, I'm going to give you this person's name. And you're more apt to go to them because you see me with my hair done all the time, right? Well, it's, whatever. But and my hair doesn't look, it's not dry, it's not brittle, it's not broken. It doesn't look unhealthy. It looks very healthy. So you're going to come to trust my referral to a hairdresser based on what you see me looking like all the time, right? So that's how the hairstylist is building their personal brand, by doing good quality work, right? So by going to my hairstylist and she doesn't break all my hair off, I've come to know, like, and trust her, right? So that's what you're going to be building with your personal brand, the know, like, and trust. So take out your pen and paper. I'm going to switch over and see if there's any comments or questions or concerns or anything like that. Nope, we're good. All right. I don't see any coming through. So take out your pen and paper. I want you to write down these 4 questions. And again, after the live tonight, hopefully you have time, before our Q&A time tomorrow, to think about these and come up with some of these answers. So write down this question. What is your story? What is your current income or lack of? Are you financially free, or are you struggling to pay your bills? And for those of you that are coming in through my Facebook group today, which is where I'm doing this live from, I will be putting these questions in a post as well. So if I'm going too fast and you're not able to write them down, then don't worry about it. They'll be in there for you too. What is your relationship status? And what is your living situation? So those are the 4 questions I want you to think about tonight and write out your answers to them. So by identifying exactly who you are, then you're going to be able to identify and connect with who you want to work with. And then you'll be able to really help them. So hopefully that is helpful. Hopefully that's not confusing for anyone. Again, the purpose of today and the purpose of this 7-day challenge is to take a nice shallow dive into affiliate marketing, into building a business online. For anyone who may have any questions about what it all is and all of that, like that's the purpose of these 7 days. So to wrap up today, day one, I want to spend some time discussing the problems that I see in the affiliate marketing space. And three of the biggest ones that a lot of people talk about, and you'll see a lot of people talking about. Number one is mindset. Number two is shiny object syndrome. And number three is compare-itis. I don't know if that's really a word, but it's a word that makes sense to me, so I use it. I like to make up words that make sense to me. So for those of you who may not know, my first passion in life is I'm a licensed therapist, and I've been providing coaching for people for 20 years now. So I do personally and professionally believe that mindset is the number one thing that will derail anyone from their vision. There's an undercurrent of psychology in everything that we do. And here are a few things I have done to stay in the best mindset that I could be in every single day as I'm building this business, as I'm maintaining my business that I've had for 16 years, and as I'm maintaining being a single mom. So I do daily exercise. Some days, I'm not going to lie, I freaking do not feel like doing any sort of exercise. But what I'll do is I'll do a quick 10-minute stretch. And yeah, that might not be jumping on the treadmill. Yeah, that might not be going to the gym, but it's something. I eat right. I have this, what I call brain food. I have concocted what I think is the best tasting brain food smoothie ever. And it's also an anti-inflammatory smoothie. So I drink that over the course of like 2 to 3 hours. I have developed an action plan, a daily action plan with time frames. I have daily, weekly, and monthly goals. I spend time just with myself every day. My passion in life is to read, and I read several books in a week from front to back. I also have several marketing books that I read. I don't power through those because I really want to learn and absorb that content. So that's different than just mindless reading for me. So I have several books that I'm reading at the same time. I think there's like 3 books that right now I'm reading for the same time. There's one book that I'm reading for the 4th time. That's how good it is. Because again, when I read the marketing books, I really want to read them to really understand what it is I'm reading. So I take time for myself every day. I start my day at 5 a.m. And so that gives me an hour and 15 minutes just to myself. And I spend time every day with my kids as much as they'll tolerate me spending time with them. And I try to get together with my friends as often as I can. And I'm more, because I'm an introvert, I'm very much more of a one-on-one kind of friend. So I like to, hang out at my friend's house or go to breakfast, go to lunch, go to dinner. For the past couple of months, I was doing salsa lessons with one of my friends. And because of shifts in my schedule and commitments with private clients, I've had to give that up for now, but I will be getting back to that in September. So I do my best to create balance. Am I good at it 100% of the time? Hell no, absolutely not. There are some weeks that I look back and I'm like, shit, I didn't even exercise but twice this week. I didn't even do my daily stretch. Like, I didn't do my meal planning. Like, I let myself get off task, and it really has an impact across the board of everything. And I also limit my time on social media. So I don't spend hours on the platforms, kind of watching. I spend a very purposeful amount of time engaged. trying to build and network with, other professionals in the space. So shiny object syndrome is definitely something that most people fall prey to. And it's because, in my opinion, a lot of people come into this, the side hustle, passive income, laptop lifestyle, whatever label people are putting on it, thinking that they're going to start tomorrow and make $10,000. Well, I've yet to meet one person that started it and the next day they made $10,000. So that's why shiny object syndrome is definitely a real thing. And that's why a lot of people jump from product to product to product to program to program to program, looking for that dopamine rush, right? That rush of instant gratification. Don't do that. Don't do that. For me in the beginning, I started with one program, and I'm very thankful and fortunate that my journey in online marketing has been a very positive one. Everybody I've connected to has been on the up and up. Everybody has integrity. I haven't been scammed out of any money. The products that I've purchased have delivered everything that they said that they were going to deliver. So I'm very thankful. Does that mean I only purchased one product? No, it doesn't. I have purchased several different programs, but here's the key. They're different programs. They teach a different technique than the one I purchased previously. So was it shiny object syndrome a little bit in the beginning? Yes, because I wanted to consume as much as I could about everything marketing. So that's why I feel like that has benefited me moving forward in my business, moving forward with my online marketing coaching program. That has really, really benefited me. So the next thing is compare-itis. And again, I'm not really sure if that's a real word or not, but let me pop over and see if there's any questions. Nope, no questions. So compare-itis. This is when you watch the social media platforms and you see all the people that are posting about their success. After 2.7 seconds, they got started. They're seeing all these income streams, and they're seeing all this. This is very dangerous to your business for many reasons. The number one reason is you do not know that they're telling you the whole truth, right? The know, like, and trust. If you're seeing one video from one person claiming they made $82,000 for the month of January, what do they have to back it up, right? What do they have to back it up? Is it possible to make $82,000 in 1 month? Hell yeah, it is. But it takes work, it takes dedication, and it takes time. Perseverance, right? One of the characteristics of being an entrepreneur. You do not know how many times that person has tried and failed. Most people don't like to share that, right? They don't like to say, hey, I've tried this, I wasn't successful. Hey, I've tried that, I wasn't successful. Right? You do not know how many online businesses they've started and failed at either. Because again, people are not going to necessarily share that. They only want to share, yay, look at me, look at my jazz hands, look at my accomplishments. Great. People want to see accomplishments. But when you know, like, and trust that person, that's when it's genuine. That's when it's purposeful. That's when it's meaningful, right? You do not know for sure they are being truthful. It's very easy to Photoshop. It's very easy to download. It's very easy for people who are tech savvy to manipulate things to make it look like that's what they've done. So again, going back, that's the important thing about know, like, and trust. So doing market research It is not the same as compare-itis, but it can lead to that if you're not careful. So we're going to go a little bit more into market research on day 3. So you're definitely going to want to be there for that, or at least, catch the recording afterwards. It is very easy to fall into the compare-itis. And then that pulls you into the shiny object syndrome because you're like, oh my God, this person, they must have all the answers. And then you go over there and you do this. And then you're like, oh my God, this is my 10th day, my 7th program. I've spent $28,000 and I still don't have $82,000 in my bank. What the hell? So then that starts to pull down your mindset. You start to think of yourself as, I suck. I just must not be good at this. This isn't right for me. I'm not cut out for this, and all that negative self-talk. So that's why I say all of these 3 are the 3 biggest problems that I see. So you ready? It's homework time. Let me pop over to the questions. All right, we still have no questions. That's good. Well, I don't know if that's good or not, but hi, passive income mama. How you doing? So again, for those of you that are attending this through my Facebook group, you're going to have access to the recordings, and I am going to put up the questions that I've asked, and I am going to put up this homework too. So, but I want to take just a few minutes to talk about it. So homework for day 1 is the questions that I've already given you. Also, I want you to expand on your personal brand. So this is personal brand expansion task, and this is going to be your homework. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. I appreciate it. So what is your story? So again, when I was talking about how important it is to build know, like, and trust with your audience, you're going to want to share your story. Now, everybody's story is different. Everybody's story is unique to them. But we're not all that unique to people all across the world, right? Some of us have the worst story. Some of us have a less worse story. Some of us have an even less worse story. Some of us may feel like we don't have any story to share. You do. You have a story to share. And there are people out there that are going to want to hear your story. So I would also encourage you to keep building on this story, because sharing your deep, dark, and dirty thoughts and secrets on paper is going to prepare you for sharing your story on social media. So as you're discovering your client avatar, you're going to want to spend some time sitting with yourself and really writing out what it is your story is. Practice saying it, like get in front of the mirror, put your phone on, record it, record yourself sharing your story, whether you're looking directly at your camera or if you're looking off, whatever. Like, just get used to hearing your words share your story. And again, you don't need to jump on a social media platform and share all your dark, dirty secrets and thoughts and shame and guilt and all of those things and all the awesome things about you on day 1. So again, that's why your story is going to build as you build your time in your business. So when you're discovering your client avatar, you're going to want to think about, how old are they? What's their gender? Does gender really matter to what your niche is, what you want to promote, what your direction is for your business? Geography, where do they live in the world? What is their relationship status? What have they been divorced 4 times? Are they have never been married? A perpetual dater, like whatever it might be. What's their financial status? What's their education status? What's their religion? If religion is important to you, it's going to be important to your personal brand. It's going to be important to your story, and it's going to be important to your avatar. If it's something that you want to share. And do they have kids? So is that an important part of your personal brand? Me being a single mom is very much part of my personal brand. Where does your client avatar spend time online? Do they spend it in support groups online? Do they spend it on Facebook? Do they spend it on Instagram, Snapchat, any one of the million apps that are out there? And certainly there are the top category of social media platforms, but where are they spending their time? And what are their pain points? So what are the things that they might be struggling with, quote unquote? Struggling is really not my favorite word, but what are their pain points? So, in my personal story, one of my pain points was being buried in debt from student loans. And that really holding me back. And that was, one of the driving forces for me starting a business. So, yeah. So that's day one. Super excited. My mind is going off in so many different avenues. There's so much I want to be able to share. But I want to keep it focused. I want to stay on task with the direction that I want to take the live in. So I don't want to confuse anybody. So for those of you that are seeing this again in my Facebook group, if you have any questions, comments, feedback, anything like that, please post them in the group for everyone to see. If you have like a question or a comment that maybe is a little bit more sensitive, personal, that you don't want the general public to see, certainly shoot it to me in Messenger. For those of you that are in my Facebook group, make sure you're friends with me on Facebook so that we can actually see each other in Messenger and we don't go into each other's spam folders. And I'm super excited. Hopefully that was, just enough of information for you guys to have like just an understanding of what a niche and a client avatar is. And I look forward to being here tomorrow with everyone for our Q&A. So come with your questions. I will come with answers. And yeah, I'll see you then. All righty. Bye, everyone.